everybody, welcome to Yoga Express. Roll out your mat, get comfy. Hopefully you have some water. All right, we are live. Awesome. Let's get started. I hope I'm not covered in fluff. But you know what? If I am, it's okay. It's totally fine. We're going to breathe. And we're going to take our time. And we're going to spend a couple minutes just disconnecting from all the other meetings and lights and reports and all that stuff that have to happen today. That's why we take these few minutes at the beginning, because we're always rushing in and rushing out. Two more breaths, wherever you are. Okay, we're going to stand on up. And we're going to add a little movement in today, which of course is always the plan, but sometimes you do a little bit more movement than others. All right, let's stand nice and tall. Let's bring the shoulders back. I'm going to face forward. I'm right towards the middle, or the back end of my mat, whatever is better for me. I'm going to bring one arm over. And reset. And then the other arm over. And then reset. Bring both arms up. Back, bend, hold here for a second or two, and then swan dive it down. Bring those hands to the ground, bend those knees generously. And then roll it on up. Two more like that. Arms up, back, bend. Swan dive it down. Hands to the ground. Roll it on up. Arms up, back bend, swan dive down, hands to the ground. Now keep those hands on the ground, and then walk one foot back, and walk the other foot back. Hold it here for a second, and then drop those knees. All right, let's take the left hand behind the head and bring that elbow in towards the other elbow and bring it on up. In and up. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. And then reset. Other side, same thing. In and in and for 3, for 2, for 1, and then coming back to our tabletop. I would like you to make yourself into a Halloween cat, and then have a nice flat back. Arch that back. And flat. Arch. And flat. Now come to our cow. Really exaggerate. To flat. Cow again. And flat. scooch a little towards the front edge of my mat just so I have room. I'm going to spring one leg back behind. I'm going to move around that ankle. Both directions. And I'm going to bring that leg across and back. Awesome stretch right here. And then release. Other leg, bring it back. Move around that ankle. One way and then the other. And then bring that leg back. Push back. And then release. Bringing yourself, kind of laying, sitting sideways in a mermaid-esque pose. I would like you to have just one leg kind of relatively near on top of the other one. And then spread them a little bit wider. I would like you to bring your feet to the ground. And we're going to push up and really open up here. So when I push up, I'm going to then be on my feet. So my hand is here, or this is my left hand, this is my right. Doesn't really matter if you're going to do both. And let's push it up. And swing that arm open, opening up that chest. And then release it down. We're going to do 4 more on this side. Tapping down, reset, and going back up. All right, let's go up. And up. And up. And down. I think we have one more left. Up. And down. All right, let's reset. And before we go to the other side, let's just put those legs on the ground and then take this arm, which was doing all the support, and bring it up and over. And then release. All right, let's do the other side. This is my quote-unquote bad side, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try my best. And my bars are upstairs, so I'm going to do without. That's okay. I'm going to try. All right, so feet on the ground. We're going to kick up and then bring that arm over. That first one we're going to hold for a couple extra seconds, and then we'll do the other 4 a little bit faster. Okay, let's come on up. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And then release. You can decide how far away your feet are from each other, all that sort of jazz. You fix it as you see fit, as you go along. All right, next for a little bit more in a flow. Up. And up. And down. Up. And down. One more. Up. And down. Beautiful. Bring those legs back down to the ground. And let's bring this other arm up and over. Should feel nice. Release. All right, coming to all fours, we're going to go into a pigeon here. All right, so back to all fours. If you want to slide a little side to side, do your thing, grab some water, whatever feels good. Let's bring that right leg back. Let's just stretch out that calf first. And let's bring that knee in, foot to one side, knee to the other side. And sit on back. So you can stay high, you can go low. I'm totally off my mat here, but that's okay. Whatever position you want to be in, we are going to hold for 8 breaths, really giving your body a chance to kind of let go of it. All right, I think I'm going to go down a little bit lower. I'm going to take 8 nice, slow, deep breaths. And then slowly coming back up. We're going to tuck the back toes under, and we're going to come back to tabletop. We're going to slide a little side to side. Other leg kicks back, stretch out the calf. And then let's bring that knee in. Set up on this other side. Hopefully you feel comfortable going into the same type of position you were just in on the other leg. If not, adjust as you see fit. And let's take nice, relaxing breaths. All right, coming back up. Tuck those back toes under. And then coming in to our tabletop again. This time I'd like you to come onto your forearms. I'd like you to bring your head just on top of your arms. Rock a little side to side. And then you can lift your head up if you so desire. Kick one foot up like a donkey kick, so making that footprint on the ceiling. And now I just want you to just open up that hip to the side. Let's do 3 hip circles in one direction. So 1, 2, 3, and switch direction. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's do the other side. Let's kick that foot up towards the ceiling. Open that hip up to the side. And circle for 1, 2, 3. Other way for 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. And then bring those knees nice and wide. And come into a child's pose or a wide-legged puppy, which seems really comfortable to me for right now. So that's where I'm going to be. 5 breaths. Slowly making your way back up. Bringing those legs in front of us. Toes pointed up and really push those legs into the ground. So really active feet. Let's bring those hands up sort of this cactus shape. And we're just going to rotate a little bit to one way, middle, the other way, middle, and then lean forward. Feeling that stretch. Coming up. twist, middle, twist, middle, and lean forward. And come on up. Twist, middle, twist, middle. Now shoot those arms out and bring them down to wherever they happen to land. And just take a little bit of an extended stretch here. And then release. So we're going to come to standing however you would like to come to standing. I'm just going to tuck my feet in, roll it forward, and come on up. But you do the way that works best for you. Taking a second. All right. So we're going to do that same thing standing. We're going to bring those hands to kind of cactus shape. We're going to lean down and come up. And let's go side, middle, side, middle. We'll lean it down. Come on up. Side, middle. Side, middle. We'll lean it down. Shoot those arms out. And then come back in. Let's do that 3 more times. Shoot those arms out. Back in. Shoot them out. And back in. And out. And back in. Now bring those hands to your hips. Take a second here. And then bring those arms out to a giant airplane T. And we're just going to rotate down towards that knee. Come back up. Other way. And switching back. If this is too much, you can do just side arm raises, which we're going to do. I'll do in a second. Let's do one more. Rotate. Middle. And rotate. Middle. Drop those hands. Take a second. Make them all nice and loose. Now, open one and come back in. Open the other and back. 2 more each side. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Roll it on up nice and slow. Do a quick time check. Okay, we have time for a little balance. So, we have something for stability if we so desire to have it. And we're going to bring that knee in front and flex that foot so it's like you're standing but your knee's bent. So we're here. We can 100% hold here. Totally fine. Let's open it up to the side. Come back in. Straighten that leg. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super slow. Bring it down. All right, other side. Bring that knee up. And I'll open it up. And coming back in. Straighten that leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Super slow. Come on down. Bring those feet nice and wide. Point those toes out. Hands in the small of the back. Leaning forward. Bring those hands to that cactus shape. Out. In. Come on up. Lean down. Arms out. Arms in. And up. 3 more. Down. Out. In. Up. Down. Out. In. Up. Last one, we're going to stay down. So come down. Arms out. Arms in. Reach towards one ankle. You can shift your weight. That's totally fine. And then switch to the other side. Come through center, bend those knees, super generously touch the ground, and just slide a little left and right. You can come up on your toes if you want, or on your heels if you want. And then heel toe those feet in, and come all the way down to the ground. Hug those knees in. And do some big circles. 3 one way, 3 the other. Other one. And release. Bring those legs up to our tabletop. Bring those hands down to the side. Spread those fingers nice and wide. And we're just going to drop the knees to one side. And then come through center. And the other side. Through center. Side A. Center. Side B. Trying to make sure that your core is doing the movement, not your arms pushing you back up. Let's do one more each side. Side A, center. Side B, center. And drop those feet and then drop those knees and twist. Bringing those arms back behind the head or above the head. And then let's just show up to the other side. Let's come through center. Let's straighten out those legs and come into our Shavasana. Spending about 2 minutes here. Something to think about today. I was having a meeting with someone earlier, and they were working towards a big goal towards the end of the year. They've been working really hard, and they've had their setbacks, and they worked through them, and things are progressing towards the idea that they might be able to get to their goal of doing the thing that they wanted to do this calendar year. And the next thing on their mind was, okay, once that's done, what do I do next? And what we talked about is saying, why don't you think of a reward for yourself instead of trying to figure out what's next? You can definitely figure out what's next after you've done your reward. So instead of trying to focus on what's next and not enjoying the process of getting towards that completion of their activity, what are they going to do to reward themselves once it's complete? So they're going to think about that. What did they earn by doing their best? And it all depends on obviously what's important to you. It could be something like, I just want to go and buy like 5 bath bombs from Lush and take some amazing little baths. Totally cool. Amazing. $20, you're in and out. It could be something like a trip to Jamaica. Much bigger prize, but in the end, it's still a reward for yourself. So maybe instead of trying to figure out what's next, maybe it's, I need to get through this blank, this week, this day, this project, and then I'm going to reward myself with something that's not going to trigger any emotional repercussions. It's not going to trigger any health issues or anything like that. It's just a straight up, I did something good and I'm giving myself a gold star. If you want to stay here, beautiful, please do. Otherwise, we're moving our fingers and we're moving our toes. And we're going to come to seated however you would like. I'm going to roll like a ball because I enjoy it. Makes me happy. But if you have another way to get to seated, please do. When I come to seated, I'm going to hold on to those knees. And I'm going to drop that head. And I'm going to come up. I'm going to turn one way. Through center. Turn the other way. Through center. And then I'm going to do 3 lion's breaths. We haven't done that in a little while. Making a big, huge face and just blowing out all that bad energy and air. You can do it totally looking down into your body so no one can see you, but no one can really see you anyway if you're not looking right at them. So let's do it. So 1, 2, 3. Reset. 1, 2, 3. And reset. Amazing job. Thank you for coming to Yoga Express with me today. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.